Do you ever question why it's important to you, the routine?
What did you ask?
I don't know, maybe it's my personality, but I just don't give a fuck. I like how you constantly talk about going out of your comfort zone to progress in some area. Like you went on the comments of that Facebook to have people talk shit on you to you so you could get used to it. Or like you reached out to me when I was in Japan to have lunch because you wanted more dad friends, so you were going out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Like, I don't know if that's American or Western or, like, do Japanese people tend to, have you seen Japanese people behave like that? Like, go out of their way to make themselves uncomfortable to get better at something?
You're shaking your head a bit.
No, man. I don't think I see anybody in the world.
Okay.
That's just
But
like a.
I'm like that. Like, I relate to you a lot when you do that. I do that to myself all the time. Like, I feel like I'm constantly fighting who I am.
You're evolving, man.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many broken parts of me that I need to work on. Not broken, but parts that need repair or parts that need improvement.
Wow, that's evolving.
Yeah. I just never feel comfortable if there's something there that needs improvement. Let's handle it, you know?
Yeah, me too. Like I hate like sitting still. Like I hate feeling stuck. I feel like I hate that meaninglessness. Like, but sometimes it kind of backfires on me.
How so?
It's difficult for me to relax, do nothing. One good example was that was like Saturday night, and then I wanted my kids to go to sleep. They were watching a movie, and it was kind of getting to the point where they were supposed to go to. See, I said supposed to go like brush teeth and stuff, but. And I said like, oh, 5 minutes and then we're gonna go. But my wife was like, it's Saturday night, what are you talking about? You know, why do you care so much about the routine? And I'm like, well, why do you not care? But that was me being like too, not really relaxing enough. That's like a calm.
But the pro part of that is that if you feel like that's bad, then you're willing to work on it.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you probably did you let go that night?
Yeah.
And so you were able to make yourself uncomfortable.
I was uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
I was mad, frustrated, but
Yeah.
but just let it go, and then like kids just finished watching movie, and then like they just
Brush your teeth.
yeah.
Will that make it easier next time that happens for you?
Brain-wise, yeah, sure.
Because you went through it one time?
Yeah, feeling-wise, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully this.
Do you ever question why it's important to you, the routine?
Well, routine. Well, what did you ask?
Well, I don't know, maybe it's my personality, but I just don't give a fuck. For me to trigger my stress, it has to be kind of worthy, you know what I mean? So if it's like that, my first thought is like, are they gonna be healthy after the situation? Yes, then I'm okay with it, you know? Like if they're having fun, it's Saturday, I don't know. I'm just like, whatever, it's cool. You know what it is? I think it's self-care. Learning to let go is actual self-care. I'm just now realizing this as we talk. Because we can't be good parents for our kids if we're not taking care of ourselves. And so I feel like sometimes letting go of things like that benefits my kids because I will be in a less stressful mindset.
Right.
And I'll be better with them. And I think that's more important than the routine, maybe. I don't know, I have to think about that one. But the only cons I see to constantly improving myself is that it's hard. Yeah? I don't see a con.
It is hard.
That's the one con. But I am a little jealous of some other people, like my wife, who doesn't have to work on anything and she's happy all the time. You know?
Oh, I mean, my wife is the same way, man.
Really?
Something just brush right off of them, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's things she could work on, but I don't know. She's not going through the same
Mental anguish.
Yeah, mental anguish. That's what. Yeah. In her head, she's pretty happy. Like I imagine like a nice playground on a sunny day. You know, there's flowers and birds chirping, and everybody's happy.
Kids just playing around,
Yeah. Inside my head is more of a scene like
Resident Evil.
No, it looks good, but no. Everything looks nice, but it could be just torn away in a second.
Oh.
Okay. So I have to work on it all the time. Like
you see like the little person in the top corner peeling away,
Yeah.
looking down at you, like waiting for a moment.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's what drew me to her though, because I needed that in my life, I was like, I can't be with somebody who's like me, and then
I definitely can't.
And she needed me to kind of introduce a little more harsh realism in her life, I have a question about adaptation for you. Talking to you, talking to my therapist, talking to Amir, each one of you guys had this moment where it's like, I guess I gotta learn how to deal with these white people now. I never have to adapt to anything. Like the world is made white for me. You know what I mean? So like I just gotta live and everybody else adapts to my world. Tell me about that adaptation process. I'm super curious about it.
I was a plumber, we're doing like a new construction type of plumbing. So like we do schools, hospitals, churches, and new construction stuff. So my plumbing company was like the only company that had like a black employee. I would go to different job sites, and there was so many different just full of Caucasian people. I was the only like black person there, and then of course they had like a lot of stuff happen to our equipment because of me being there. We put all our tools inside a big old game box, like a big old toolbox. They had the N-word spray paint all over there, man, on there. So like stuff like that did happen,
And you were the only black person?
I was the only black person at that site.
Wow.
The owner of the company kept moving to different job sites. I was like,
So, but what about adapting?
So that's what I'm saying. And we have to figure out how to maneuver around this space so I can feel safe, because you're working with tools and stuff, and some of these tools anything can happen, you can someone cut your leg off, whatever, or electrocute you or something.
If they didn't like you.
Right. My head was always on a swivel. I tried to be cordial to people, even no one ever said anything to me, but you can still feel it. But I had to be nice and kind to people. Like, hey man, good morning.
Probably extra kind.
Yeah. Hey man, good morning, man. How's it going? Stuff like that.
Do you feel resentment as you're going through that process? Do you feel resentment that you have to change who you are?
Nah, I feel like I had to feel like I need to do what I need to do so I can feel safe.
Yeah.
How I felt. Like, hey, man, let me just be safe.
I had an interesting experience where there was an AT&T salesman coming through our neighborhood, and he was a black guy, and it was dusk. It was just before the sun was setting, and I wanted to change my Wi-Fi, and so I'm like, oh yeah, I want to talk to you, man. So we sat down in front of my garage, and we're sitting there talking about it, and then a cop pulls up, and he starts walking towards us, and I'm like, what the hell? My whole time living here, I'd never seen a cop even come on our street. And he's like, hey guys, I'm sure everything's fine, but I got a call, about a black man walking around the neighborhood. And he's like, yeah. As the cop was walking up, the dude even told me, he's like, that's for me, man. And I was like, what, really?
Yeah.
I was so naive. I was like, what, why? And what he said shook me. He said, it's not safe for me to be in this neighborhood at night. And I was like, wow. It's not safe for you to be in this neighborhood at night,
Yeah.
That's the first time I heard that perspective, And it was just he had to just take it, kind of this is how it is, moving on.